Chris from My Stamp Lady here, and I'm here to share one of the Sale-A-Bration sets, See You Later, and a fun tag card. I really like the tag topper that Stampin' Up! Came out with in the Occasions catalog, so I'm going to show you a fun way to use that. So let's get started. First of all, I've picked the You Make Me Happy When Skies Are Gray image, and I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock. I'm going to use the tag topper to just slide in my piece of 2-inch, and I don't remember, 3 3/4 inch, I believe. I'll double check that. Cardstock in there, and I'm going to just make my tags for the tag topper. Just make that tag top. Now I wanted some different colors on here, so I pulled in markers. One way to get different colors on an image is to use your markers. Our markers are Stampin' Right markers, have a brush side, and then there is the writing side. So I'm going to use the brush side, and I'm also going to use the side of the brush side. However, I am going to do my red first. So I'm going to go in and ink up the happy portion, being careful not to get the portion above and below the word. The happy portion is inked, so now I'm going to do with Coastal Cabana above and below that word. Okay, my image is inked up, so I'm going to take and give a little warm breath onto it to make sure all of those all that ink is wet and ready to be stamped. And there I have a real red and Coastal Cabana image. Now I'm going to take my piece of, this is from the Fresh Prints paper stack, and we're just going to place that along the bottom here for some decoration. There we go. Now I cut that red piece out too because I'm going to make a slightly longer tag on the bottom. So I'm going to pull in my magnetic platform, and let's place that down. And I am going to make my scalloped bottom of the second or the under tag, and I'm just putting my white piece here to see about how much I want down. So you can decide how much you want hanging out. So now I have the top stamped part, and then the bottom with the scallop. My bottom piece and my top piece, I'm just going to layer them, and I'm going to pull in my 1/8 inch taffeta ribbon and just tie a bow at the top to hold them together. A little tip about tying the bows: if you want your bow to face the right direction, tie it upside down. So I'm going to tie it from this way, and then my bow will lay the correct way for the bottom of my tag. Works for me anyway. Okay, so let's trim off that. Always adjust that later. Okay, now I have my background, and I ran it through the Big Shot with the Decorative Dots embossing folder, so I have my front embossed. I'm going to pull in from the Gorgeous Grunge just the splatter image with Coastal Cabana, and I'm going to go around and hit the edges to give it a little bit of color, depth. It seems to add a little bit. This is another piece from the Fresh Prints stack, so I'm going to layer that in the center. And then the next step is to put my tag down. I'm going to pull in dimensionals so it can have a little bit of lift off of the top. Let's see, I'm going to set it a little off like that, a little offset. Okay. Bringing in the petite flower punch, and let's punch out a little Coastal Cabana flower to put up in the corner. I'm going to turn those edges up a little bit, give it a little bit of dimension. And let's put that up in this corner here. Punch out a little circle. There we go. And let's set that in the center. And my last step is to pull in my rhinestones so we can put a little sparkle on here. There we go. And you have a card to send off to someone to let them know how you feel. If you have any questions about what I've done here, don't hesitate to contact me, Chris, at mystamplady.com. Thanks for watching.